Ah, hello everyone. Sorry, I am. It has been a mad scramble getting things ready. We got home slightly late, ate slightly late, did housework slightly late. Yeah, but we're here. We're here. We're live. We are alive. And we're playing some more Virtue's Last Reward. We are 32 hours into this absolute time of a mystery. Um, and we're at 4 of 9 endings, which is good. We're making some good progress. We found out some new information last time, namely that Kay, who is this guy, this little boy, has A, some baggage, and B, our face. So that's interesting. Anyway, so we are just going to pick up where we left off, and we'll just see where the story takes us. So, if I remember right, we're at the. Oh, okay, right. So we've got the opening because we need to get to the. Can we just jump to the flow? No, we cannot. Get through this. You hear me rustling? It's because I've got a little bag of magic stars. Okay. What have we learned? What can we open? Nothing. Oh, no, we can do this one. What is the long string of numbers? Okay. Um, okay. We will do the long string of numbers then. So we need to figure out, this was, there was a code and we needed the key, and we've just learned what the key, we learned what the key was in another timeline. Oh yeah. This is when Alice was sad and not dead. So you inhaled that gas, passed out, and woke up here in the AB room.
Yes. Well, there it is. Everything that's happened with the Myrmidons and me. I left a few of the details out, of course, but you get the idea.
She gave me a sad sort of smile and stood up.
We should go back.
We sure should. Not yet. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Your story explained a lot, but there's still one big question.
Which is?
Who here is a Myrmidon? Well, we know who that is. We know who the Myrmidon is. And, yeah. One of us planted the bombs, and based off the code we found, it's pretty clear that that person is a Myrmidon. Right?
Yes.
And I agree that we need to figure out who they are.
What do you propose we do?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Do you have any clues?
Clues? Well, if I could decrypt that code, it might tell us something, but...
How can we do that?
I told you, we need a key. Without that, it's pointless.
What's a key?
A key is a key. It allows you to sort of unlock a code. The Myrmidons usually use this huge string of numbers as a key.
Wait, a long string of numbers? Would that be... Ta-da! Alright. Knowledge time. Oh. 781536061098838094241990551.
What the hell?
I was almost as surprised as she was. But at this point, we're not. The numbers had just kind of appeared in my mind. And as I was saying them before I knew... before I knew what I was doing. Alice looked at me incredulously, and I stared back.
Where did... Wait, can you say that again?
7815361098838094241990551.
That's 198,449,351 to the third power.
Why would you know that? What? Okay. Fine, sure, whatever. What?
That number you just told me. prime factor decomposition on that number gets you 198,449,351 to the third power.
Okay. You're talking about reducing an integer to a series of prime numbers that you multiplied together to get it, right? This is the math stream now, apparently. Like, if you have 30, then you get 2 times 3 times 5, right?
Exactly. You probably learned that in junior high, right?
So you're saying that 198,449,351 is a prime, and if you multiply it by itself 3 times, you'd get that. I'm not saying that again. Don't make me say that again.
Yes.
Don't tell me you just did all that in your head.
I did do all of that in my head. Simple mental arithmetic.
Oh, this is anything but simple, Alice. No way. That's impossible.
I told you, I'm better at math than most people.
That's not better at math.
Look at you. You just recited a huge string of numbers. That seems pretty astounding, too.
You got us there.
Where did you find that number anyway?
I didn't know what to say. What would I tell her? That it just came to me?
Can't tell me, huh? Fine. I'm pretty sure that's the key to the code, though. I know the Myrmidons use prime factors for their keys. And there aren't a lot of 25-digit numbers that turn out to be the third power of a prime number. I think there's a very good chance that number you memorized was specifically created by someone.
Could you explain that with small words?
Well, look at the prime factors of your number. 198,449,351 to the third power. I think that's our hint for cracking the code. You still don't get it? Try to remember the code we saw in the infirmary. What did it say on the monitor?
I think the first row was CQUJHNMTEONERAXDFMIOVP. Sigma, you've got a very good memory.
And the second row?
Oh, God. BYOLWXYPXSVZEQGTKRTLED. Breathe. I think. No, that's spot on, Sigma. Then they just repeat.
Wow, you've got a pretty impressive memory.
Thanks.
We could really use someone like you back at the...
Well, keep going. How do we decode that?
You use 198,449,351 to point you to the right letters.
How do we do that?
Well, the first number is 1, so take the first letter. The next number is 9, so go 9 letters over from the first one. Then 8 from that one.
Oh, okay. Can we... Oh, can I figure this out? I want to figure this out. Hang on. What was the number? What was the number? I want to figure this out. It's puzzle time. 198,449,351. 198. Again. 449,351. 449,351. 351. So we start with the first letter, so C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Com. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Complete. Oh, is it just we do that each time? No, that we just get the same.
Just keep going until you get something. Make sense?
Complete. I ran over what she said in my head. The prime numbers actually give me... Oh, okay. First letter we see... Yeah, okay. That word was... Oh, okay, we've just done that. complete. Huh? Is that not wrong? Is that not right? Oh, completed. We missed a one. There we go. Yeah, completed. I did it. Completed. That's the answer.
Completed? Are you sure?
Yeah, I did exactly what you told me to do when I got, or the word I got is completed. Well, actually, it's completed, completed, completed. The code and the letters repeat every 2 lines. It just repeats.
Well, I can't remember the code like you can, but if you're certain, I believe you.
Definitely so.
All right then. I wonder what completed is supposed to mean, though.
Yeah, that doesn't tell us much. But we know who the Myrmidon is, so hopefully we can figure it out. Aside from the obvious, you mean? I'm guessing here it means mission complete. So that's what the transmitter was for. What transmitter?
Huh? What are you talking about? What transmitter?
I barely even heard her. Suddenly, my mind was full of memories that hadn't been there a moment before. It was like a wave had washed away the sand, revealing a bed of precious gems underneath. Oh, hello. Ooh, what have we remembered now? Oh yeah, okay, we've remembered who the Myrmidon is.
Holy brother, holy master, my sacred mission is at last complete. With these 2 hands, mankind is saved. I am your well-made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
Damn it. Why hadn't I realised it before? I can remember a series of numbers, but not this? At least I remembered it now. Dio is a member of the Myrmidons, and not just any member, he was their leader. That meant he had to be the one who'd planted the bombs.
Hey, are you listening to me?
Yeah, no, sorry, what? Yeah.
Then answer my question. What the hell was that? What's this about a transmitter?
I didn't trust myself to try and explain it to her. More than likely she'd just think I was insane. Even I could barely make sense of the sudden influx of new information.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of the Myrmidons.
Nah. If I was, do you really think I'd reveal myself like this?
Point.
Out of nowhere, Clover appeared.
Oh, there you are.
Hi.
I've been looking all over for you.
What's up? Really?
We're all down in the Floor B warehouse. Well, all of us but Luna and Quark.
Why?
45 minutes. We've still got 45 minutes until the white doors open.
I know that.
Oh, okay. Hey, wait a minute. I thought UK and Quark didn't know about the white doors.
Tenmyoji told us about them. He said he'd show us where they were. So we all followed him down to the Floor B warehouse.
I'm assuming you left Quark with Luna?
Yeah. Anyway, when we showed up, Phi and Kay were already there. Well,
So?
all of a sudden, Phi, Tenmyoji, and Dio all started yelling at each other.
Ah. What?
Why? Did something happen?
According to Clover, the last AB game had been the cause of their fight. Even though Tenmyoji only had 1 BP, Phi had chosen Betray. They started to fight, since Dio had pressed Betray on behalf of his team, eventually he got dragged in too.
That seems odd. Phi only had 1 BP too. Choice seems like a perfectly valid defensive move.
Ugh, just come with me. Kay's trying to calm them down, but there's only one of him.
Alright. Let's go.
Coming!
Whee! Let's roll! We're making progress. Maybe we can sock Dio whilst we're there. All 4 of them were still there when we arrived. They seemed to have calmed down a bit, but the tension in the air was almost visible. I felt like I'd stepped into a room full of flammable gas. Even the smallest spark could turn the whole place into a raging inferno. Pardon me, sorry. Even Kay, usually so calm and collected, was standing ramrod straight with his hand balled into a fist at his side. I looked at Alice, pursed my lips, and then headed over to the angry knot of people occupying most of the room. How big are they? 4B isn't that... The warehouse is kind of big, and they're quite small. Anyway. Hi, Temioji. Clover told me what's going on. This whole thing is stupid. You need to knock it off.
Stupid?
Yes.
What about this is stupid? We're talking about my life, you self-righteous dick.
I know. But yelling at each other isn't going to solve your problem. The best thing for us to do right now is to trust each other and get through this. Wouldn't you agree?
Hard to trust someone who tried to kill me.
Same to you. I told you letting Dio vote was a stupid idea. What did you think he was gonna do? You might as well have pressed the button yourself.
I couldn't just leave Quark alone.
That's no excuse. And where do you get off telling me I shouldn't have picked Betray? Did you even think that through? What? I was supposed to pick Ally? If I'd done that, I'd be dead right now.
I could say the same thing to you. Damn good thing Dio didn't choose Ally.
Please, that's enough from both of you. Sigma's right. This isn't the time to be bickering with each other.
Oh, you don't get to talk. You tried to betray Clover and escape on your own.
Perhaps. But I think that's better than merely killing someone.
Well, I only did it so that she wouldn't kill Tenmyoji.
Ah. Enough already. I roared with fury, and my voice echoed and rebounded off the walls of the warehouse. Everyone fell silent. I didn't know how long that silence would last, so I decided to put it all on the table. There was only one way I was going to be able to take control of the situation. Guys, listen to me. We really don't have time for this. I was met with a number of glares, but I soldiered on. See, the thing is, I figured out who planted the bombs.
What? Is this what you were talking about earlier?
Sort of, yeah. I know which one of you it is.
Well, spit it out then.
Please, explain what's going on here.
I don't think I need to. They're going to admit their guilt in just a few minutes.
What?
You're all going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Or I guess I should say, Dio's mouth.
What are you on? You think I set those bombs?
Yes, I do.
Hey, if you're gonna accuse me, you better have some pretty damn good evidence, pal.
I'm not accusing you. I'm just stating a fact.
Oh yeah? Where the hell'd you get that fact?
Fun as it was, I knew taunting alone wouldn't be enough to make Dio confess. He just played dumb, he was good at it, and I'd get nothing. That meant I was going to have to trick him. Well, you see, I'm actually from Free the Soul.
Free the Soul? What's that? Some kind of hippie shoe company?
Don't play dumb. Or should I call you left? Brother ordered me to come here. Keep an eye on you. It was quick, but for just a moment I saw his eyes twitch. I leapt on that moment of weakness like a hungry dog on a steak. Fine. Skepticism is understandable, admirable even, but perhaps this will convince you. I pressed forward, pulling out every fact I could remember. I told Dio about Brother's background and how his younger brother, Left, had been murdered, and mentioned casually that the Myrmidons were all clones of a single person. So, still not convinced? How about this? 7815-36109, 88380, 94241, 990-551. Do a little prime factor decomposition on that, and you'll get... I'm testing my lung capacity. 198,449,351 to the third power. If I'm not who I say I am, how on earth could I possibly know that?
What? No, that's not possible.
Finally. So, let's start over, shall we? I was sent here to watch your every move. It seems our wise and noble brother doesn't trust you. He suspects betrayal.
No! You're lying!
I assure you, I'm not. But if you don't believe me, why don't you go outside and call him yourself with your transmitter?
No! No! You have to be lying! Brother trusts me! That's why he chose me for this mission! Why would he make me the leader of the Myrmidons if he...
Huh? Sorry, what was that?
I said, why would he have made me the leader of the Myrmidons if...
Yeah. I grinned.
Wait. What the hell? Are you fucking kidding me?
Sorry. I've never seen Brother.
What the hell was all that? How did you know all those things?
Dunno. Maybe I was divinely inspired.
Oh, give me that shit!
What's going on?
What are these myrmidons?
Dio and I stared at one another while Clover and Temioji quickly explained to Phi and Kay about the memory card and the number 2 bomb, and about the code we'd found was from a terrorist organization called the Myrmidons.
So you mean to say someone from the myrmidons planted the bombs?
And Dio pretty much just admitted to doing it?
Yep.
Bastards. I'll never forgive you.
I heard a low, furious muttering behind me and turned to see Alice, her lips pulled back into a snarl.
I am going to kill you!
Her voice rose to a scream as she charged toward Dio. He ducked out of his way smoothly and pulled something from his pocket.
Whoa there. I like my women a little feisty, but you're taking it a little too far, sweetheart. Tone it down.
Rude.
What?
You see this? You know what it is, don't you?
Oh my god. Is that the detonator?
Exactly. And I assume you know what happens if I press this button.
Yes. I think I do. I'm guessing it'll set off both of the bombs.
3 of them, actually.
Well, I wouldn't say both.
You mean there's still a number 1 bomb we haven't found?
Correct. And there's one more, too.
Oh, there's 4.
No.
Exactly. I've planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3, but there's also one more. Bomb number 0. Add all that up and you're looking at about 4 tons of explosive power. Those go off and it's all over. That's enough oomph to turn this whole place into a smoking crater.
Aren't you forgetting something?
That'd kill you too.
So, I'm ready for that. I've got spares.
Spares? Is that what Sigma was talking about?
Yeah, clones.
I heard Alice whisper something to Clover.
Let's go, Clover. Show him all that training wasn't for nothing.
Huh?
Before I had a chance to ask them what was going on, they moved.
Die, you bastard! Yeah!
She roared and leapt forward toward Dio, Clover following just behind. Alice threw a punch at Dio's face, and as he dodged, Clover spun out from behind her. Dio grunted and turned to focus on Alice, but Clover darted in and snatched the detonator from his hand.
Clover, get him! Right!
Sigma, catch!
Huh? Before I could respond, Clover had thrown the detonator at me. I scrambled to grab it out of the air and held it to my chest.
Damn it! Stop! Let me go! Still let go of me, you asshole!
Nah. Yelling didn't do him any good, and Dio found himself subdued by the skillful teamwork of Alice and Clover. Strangely though, once they had a hold of him, he stopped struggling. I was reminded of a gazelle with its neck in the mouth of a lion. He surrendered? Did he have some trick up his sleeve? Didn't feel right. Didn't have to wait long for my misgivings to prove true. Oh, damn it. The detonator in my hand suddenly began to flash. What?
Ha! Serves you right.
What are you laughing at?
You, her, all of you. God, you're stupid.
What? Why?
See that detonator you threw to Sigma? You activated it. If it gets more than a meter away from me, it sets itself off. We figured someone might try to take it away, so we put in a little safeguard. Since you two were kind enough to take it away from me, the bombs have gone from remote control to countdown timer. Go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Won't make any difference now. The bombs are gonna go off no matter what.
How long do we have?
About 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Oh no.
My condolences.
What can we do to stop them?
I told you that already. First, we need the device that allows us to input information. Then we plug it into each bomb and enter the codes.
Hey Alice, who the hell are you? How do you know all this?
None of your damn business. Just tell me where the input device is.
Well, that's none of your damn business. Fuck! Stop! You're gonna break it!
Of course, that's the plan.
Please, stop!
Just tell me what I want to know.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's in my coat. The right-hand pocket.
Clover, check it out.
Right.
She nodded and started digging through his pockets. After a few minutes,
It's no use. There's nothing here.
Did you lie to me?
No, I swear, keep looking.
Oh, wait. There is something in here.
Clover pulled her hand from his pocket and held it out. Is that a pill? Like for medicine?
Hey, what is this?
Huh? I can't see it. Bring it over here.
Oh, no, don't. Oh, no. That ain't medicine, Clover. Suddenly, he moved, his right hand snaking out to grab the pill from Clover's hand. Before anyone could react, he shoved it into his mouth. I heard a tiny crack as he bit down on it. Almost immediately, he grimaced in pain.
Shit!
What? What was that?
Poison, I guess.
What?
Damn! How could I be so stupid?
His eyes rolled up into his head, and flecks of spittle began to trickle out from the corners of his mouth. I grabbed him by the hair and shook. The hell are you doing? Where's the input device?
Lost it. In my couch. Back home.
Don't screw with me.
Fine, don't tell us. How about you give us the deactivation codes instead?
Deactivation. You guys are persistent. Fine. Not gonna do you much good anyway. I'll tell you. You only get one. This is the deactivation code for Bomb 3.
Oh, hang on. I remember now. I put these in my... Sorry for the audio glitching out for a second. I need to get up my Google Sheet with my figuring out Virtue's last reward stuff. Hang on. Where is it gone? Oh, there it is. Okie doke. Okie doke. Okie doke. Okie doke. Where are my bomb codes? Where are my bomb codes? I got the password. Okay. We are missing bomb 0. Sorry, I just need to scroll this down right quick. LXA QNS DDQ, and then password for bomb 3.
Ready? LXQ.
LXQ LHC NMR. We are missing the password for bomb 2, which is slightly frustrating. Turn that off. All right.
LHC NMR.
What about the other 3? Tell us the other 3. You didn't even seem to hear me.
My body will be a part of the foundation of a bright future.
His voice was weak, and more foam was dribbling out of his mouth.
Such a beautiful world. May brother live in everlasting glory.
Those were the last words Dio spoke. He died with a strange, happy smile. Damn.
He only gave us the password for one of the bombs. This is bad. What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
How much time have we got?
25 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yes. When you told us the time, I checked my bracelet. It said exactly 30 minutes.
You mean the bombs are gonna go off the same time the next set of doors opens?
Yes, the time on your bracelet is the time we have left.
Whoa. So 25 minutes.
This isn't good. I was hoping that we might be able to escape through the white doors, but...
It takes 5 minutes for the primary door to open and close. So...
Yes, I know. There's no way we can get through them before the explosion happens.
Well, there's no point just standing around. We should start looking. We need 3 things. The password input device.
And the remaining 2 bombs.
Right.
we also need passwords for all the bombs other than number 3.
Exactly.
Maybe Dio has a note or something?
Hold on, let me check.
She knelt down and quickly checked his pockets and sleeves, then sat back on her heels, frustrated.
Damn, he's clean.
She looked pale.
Then we'll just have to hope we find it somewhere. Tenmyoji, can you go tell Luna what's happened?
Right, I'm on it.
Good. The rest of you, let's move out. We can do this. Let's go.
We all took off at a run, heading to different parts of the building. But all of our searching turned up nothing. And as we searched, the clock kept ticking. Then, at last, the chromatic doors opened.
Chromatic 5 minutes.
Our time had run out. We watched the white doors open. Were they the doors to heaven or to hell? The thought barely had time to flutter through my mind before everything went white. We didn't even have time to say goodbye. 1,000 emotions flooded my brain in those last moments. Why? How? How had we ended up this way? Then a blistering wave of heat, like the surface of the sun itself, wiped out any lingering thoughts. My consciousness slipped away into a bottomless pool of darkness. Neither heaven nor hell, but only the void. Dang! We're missing some crucial information. Alice and... Wait, does that mean we can't solve that mystery? Here? Oh, we can't. Oh, that's interesting. So we can't solve... Oh! Ah, right. That's unlocked that node. Okay. Right. I'm not going to do that yet. Oh, no. No. Maybe we'll... Okay, we're going to do that one. Because we might get the password. Because if the thing with Dio happens again, he chomps on the pill, we might get the other password. We already have... We've got the password to the bomb number 1. We've got the password to bomb number 0. We've got the password to bomb number 3. He gives us bomb number 2, and we luck out. Then hopefully in this route we'll have everything we need to solve to solve the problem with the bombs. Let's do this. Wait.
Huh?
You only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized I was saying them.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I met Fi's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person. Is you.
Come on, what is this? Are you high?
Well, we're about to find out. Sorry, Kay, but could you hold him down?
Well...
It's on him, I promise.
Knock it off, Sigma. You're doing this all backwards.
So, this isn't a court. Besides, all we want to know is who set the bombs.
Ugh.
And why are you getting so worked up anyway? If you're innocent, then a search will show that, and I'll look like an idiot.
Nice try, but that's some bullshit totalitarian logic. I don't think so. What are you even basing this on? How do you know I set the bombs?
Buzz?
Spit it out.
I know about the Myrmidons.
The Mirmo... What?
I beg your pardon?
No. How do you know that, Sigma?
Oh, that's not all I know. I know about Free the Soul, I know about Brother.
What the hell are you talking about?
I can tell you the details later. But there's no question, You were the one who set up the bombs.
Who the fuck do you think you are? None of that has anything to do with me. I don't know who the Myrmidons are, and I don't know what Free the Soul is, and I certainly don't know anything about some old fart called Brother.
Oh, Dio. Tell me, how does that foot taste? Who? I don't recall saying the Myrmidons were people. And what about Brother? How would you know his age if I haven't said anything besides his name?
Wait, so he's left? But that means he's a terrorist.
A terrorist?
Oh dear.
Left?
Well, looks like I won't be able to talk my way out of this one. Seriously, though, when did we get so famous? The Myrmidons aren't supposed to be something anybody knows about, let alone YouTube jokers. Okay, you got me. Yes, I'm the leader of the Myrmidons. My real name is Left. I was sent here to stop Zero Senior's AB plan. That's why I planted the bombs. If it looked like the plan might actually succeed, I was supposed to blow this whole place sky high.
EB plan?
What's that?
Oh, well, looks like you don't know everything after all. I should have been more careful. Then again, it's not like it really matters. After all, you're gonna die here.
What?
No. I leapt toward him.
Whoa there. Better not come any closer. You think I'm not prepared for this? Take one step and it'll be your last.
Then, that thing you're holding.
It's the detonator.
Yeah, I guess it is. Now back the fuck off!
Dio, please calm down. If you press that button, you'll die too.
So, believe me, there's plenty more where this came from.
What?
Now that we've cleared that up, back off! Come on, move it! Go, go, go!
We had no choice. Slowly, carefully, we backed away. All of us except for one. Tenmyoji.
Hey, Grandpa, your hearing gone? I said back off!
No.
You, I'm not screwing around here.
I can see that. So why don't you do it? Go ahead. Press that button.
What?
Tenmyoji?
Something wrong? Hurry it up. I'm not getting any younger. Oh, do I sense hesitation? What's the matter, Dio? Scared? Well?
You son of a bitch.
So you were just bluffing?
I'm not bluffing, goddammit. You hear me? I'll do it.
Oh, I'm sure you will, but there's really something I should tell you. See that detonator you're holding? It's a fake.
What?
For just an instant, Dio's eyes twitched down to the device in his hand. That was all the opening Tenmyoji needed.
Yeah!
He cried out as he leapt through the air. Tenmyoji's legs shot out, knocking the detonator from Dio's hand. Nice roundhouse kick, bro. Not
What
good.
happened?
The detonator, he doesn't have it anymore.
What? What's happening? There's a red light on it now.
Oh, you really fucked up, Tenmyoji. This is what happens when you try to show off.
What?
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I didn't have time to tell you how it worked.
What are you saying?
The detonator isn't supposed to be separated from Dio. If it is, then the timer on the bombs automatically activates.
Damn, how much do you know? Fine, whatever. Well, he's right. If that thing ever gets more than a meter away from me, it activates. When it does, it starts the timers on all the bombs. So thanks to this old fart, you get to try and defuse a bunch of activated bombs on a countdown.
Howdy, partner. Hi, Jack. How you doing?
You can go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Once the timers have been activated, they'll go off anyway.
How long do we have? When do they explode?
You should know, Sigma. Why don't you tell her?
Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm not bad. We're making some serious progress in Virtue's Last Reward, which I'm very happy about. Like, look at all this progress we've made. We started and we got one of the new endings. We're solving mysteries. We're fighting crime. It's going very well. It's going very well. 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
So this is you're quite deep into it, so a lot of the spoilers will be a bit confusing. This is Virtue's Last Reward, which is a visual novel by Spike Chunsoft. It is part of a trilogy of games called the Zero Escape series. This is the middle of the three, and it is part visual novel, part escape room, part mystery. And the way that you solve the mystery is by moving through the different routes, solving these escape rooms, and collecting information as you go. The mechanic that works, Danganronpa Professor Layton. Yeah, kinda. The way that works is main character Sigma can pull information from other routes through a mechanism that we don't fully understand yet. But basically, like, if you learn something in one route, you can go back to another route, and he'll be like, "Oh, I remember this." Wait.
That's crazy!
Yeah.
How do we stop them?
The emergency deactivation passwords.
None of us know them, though.
We know 3 of them. Right, none of us know, but there's someone who does, isn't there?
Okay. I'll give you one, since I'm such a swell guy. The password for bomb number 2 is...
Yes! Alright, we're about to lose audio because I need to tab out and write something out. Is that an Omnic Monk? That is K. It is not, and he is not an Omnic Monk. I don't think Overwatch had come out by this point.
EQD DYR NTK.
Alright, I need to write this down. Hang on. Password for bomb 2. Echo Quebec Delta. Delta Yankee Romeo. November Tango Kilo. Alright.
Bomb number 2.
We now have all 4 bomb passwords.
But we haven't found that one yet.
Oh? Well, my mistake. Must have slipped my mind. Well, there's nothing you could do anyway. You don't have the input device. Really, it'll be much easier if you all just give up.
Where's the input device?
Oh gosh, I wonder.
Where did you put the number 2 bomb?
Shoot, I just can't remember. Anyway, I think it's time for me to be moving on.
Moving on?
To where?
What, I have to explain everything? To the next world, of course.
Wait. I threw myself towards Dio and wrapped my hand around his wrist, slamming it to the floor. He struggled, but I put all my weight on it and kept his arm pinned.
Shit! Let go of me, goddammit! Get off of me! Let me go!
He continued to struggle, but I wasn't going to let him go. I shifted my weight to free one of my hands and started to pry his open.
Hey! I'm not fucking around, alright?
I like Dio, he's pretty cool. Yeah, he's a bit of a slimy git. He's done a lot of bomb setting and murder across the different routes.
Let go of my goddamn arm!
He's voiced by Liam O'Brien though, which is a point in his favour. By then, the others had run over and piled onto Dio along with me. Even then, he refused to stop. With the increasing desperation, he tried to get the hand I had grabbed to his mouth.
We don't have a choice. Luna, go get the Soparil.
If we put him to sleep, we can't get what we need out of him.
You think I don't know that? What other choice do we have? Every minute we spend wrestling this prick is a minute we don't have to deal with those bombs. We don't have time for this.
Arr.
What are you doing, Luna? Go!
Right. Okay, I've got it. I'm ready when you are.
You can do whatever you want to me, you fucking cowards! You're still gonna die! Go ahead! Tell yourselves you can fix it. Run around like idiots before you get blown to atoms. Serves you fucking right! You're gonna burn!
Oh, for God's sake. Luna, shut him up.
Right. Here goes.
Sleepy time. Kick him in the chin. Alright. Now we have to go sorting bombs out. Do we know the locations of the bombs? Hang on. We know where... Oh, okay. We know where bomb 1, 2, and 3 are. We do not know where bomb 0 is. Oh. As they began to climb off of him, I finally pried Dio's hand open. There it was, just what I'd expected. A little pill. Small, unassuming capsule. I didn't know what was in it exactly, but it was undoubtedly some kind of poison. I stumbled towards the sink and tossed it into the drain. How much time do we have left?
About 20 minutes or so, I think.
Thanks, Kay.
And how much time until the white doors open?
20 minutes.
So, what do we do?
We put in those passwords and stop the bombs.
We searched Dio, but he doesn't have anything that might be the input device.
Well, only one thing to do then.
And that is?
We split up and find it. Unless any of you have any other suggestions. A dismal silence filled the room. Even though no one spoke, I could see despair on every face.
Alright. No point sitting around until those things actually go off. We've still got a chance. Sigma, you come with me. We're going to have to go look at the number 3 bomb. See if the timer really has started or not.
Right.
All the rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse.
Oh yeah, Alice, Quark, and Dio are unconscious in this route.
What?
Why there?
Just listen. Worst case scenario. We'll open the white doors and go through them to wherever they go. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Understood. We will take them to the Floor B warehouse. Once we've done so, we will begin to search for the input device in the number 2 bomb.
Good. Thanks. Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
Phi turned without waiting and headed for the door. Let's go! I am not 100% confident that we can clear this mystery because we don't know where the input device is, although I think I remember seeing it in one of the previous routes, and we do not know where the number 0 bomb is. And generally speaking, when you hit a mystery like this in the game, you need that information, like you need to have seen those scenes in the visual novel. If you know where the number 2 bomb is, why are you hunting for it? No, so in this route, the characters do not know where the number 2 bomb is. Like, it hasn't been found in this route. In another route, we have found it, but Sigma hasn't remembered yet, because it kind of... You need to hit a certain, like, threshold of information for him to be like, oh, I remember. So, like, at the start of this lock, we had enough information to accuse Dio of planting the bombs, and therefore Sigma was just like, oh, I remember, Dio, slimy git. Hence all of this happening. So in this route, I think we found the number 3 bomb and the number 1 bomb. We have not found number 2, and we have not found number 0. So because we don't know where those are, and also because they haven't remembered where the input device is, I don't think we're going to be able to solve this route just yet. Before I could blink, she was gone. I gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile, then hurried after her. Let's go! To the crew quarters. Right, before we continue, because I need to take a quick bio break, we're going to run some ads, and then we will be right back. So yes, bear with me. Oh. Okay, we're back. Thanks for your patience. Right. I am refreshed, and we are ready to go. Let me just tab back. Boopity boop. Okay.
The light's flashing. I guess the countdown has started. So, what are we going to do? Without a way to enter the passwords, we're screwed. Right. We'll just have to split up and look for it. I'll look around here. You go check somewhere else.
Okay.
If we get to T-minus 5 minutes, then we'll meet back in the Floor B warehouse. Got it?
I wasn't sure what to say. I have a face full of biscuit. I'm sorry. I'm quite peckish. If we hadn't found it by then, was there really any point in meeting up again?
What's with that look? Don't worry. We'll figure it out, I promise. You know what they say. Swimsuits never quit.
Swimsuits? What? No, that's not a thing. It doesn't make any sense. Besides, why are you cracking jokes right now?
I'm just, trying to show you that life is still worth living.
Aw, fine.
After all, if you quit now, there goes any possibility of you ever seeing me in a swimsuit.
Damn it. Oh no, welcome back, Jack. Well, firstly, welcome back. Sorry about your internet. Vi is appealing to Sigma's pervy nature, which is unfortunate, because Sigma is a degenerate. Oh, I see. Well, I admit I am a bit curious.
All right. Looks like we're on the same page. Hey, get moving. We don't have time to stand around.
Okay. Fine. Be careful. I checked the time on my bracelet as I headed out to the crew quarters and into the hallway. It wasn't good news. 15 minutes. Sigma is a typical... unfortunately, Sigma is a typical visual novel protagonist. Like, he makes some genuinely slimy comments in some of the routes, and I'm just like, come on, man. Can we focus on the murder and not the titty? Thanks. Only 15 minutes. Need to hurry. I broke into a run. Whee! Infirmary. Before long, I found myself in front of the infirmary. All too often, what you're looking for is right in front of you. We'd spent a lot of time in the infirmary, so it seemed kind of fitting somehow that it might have been there all along. Or maybe Dio had dropped it there recently. There was no way to know. And in any event, I had to start looking somewhere. Hi, Luna. You're still here?
Yes, the others are taking the people who are asleep to the white doors. I chose to stay here.
Why?
I thought you might come back.
Aw, that's cute. Why?
Because the atom is here. I thought you might want to use it. Isn't that why you're here?
What? What? Why is that relevant? Huh? I mean, yeah, I want to know what's going on with me. It's driving me nuts. Hell, I feel sick. But this isn't the time. Oh, this is the... Oh, Jack, I'm so sorry. This is the route where we found out we were a robot. On top of everything else. On top of everything else. That is what we found out. Oh, dear. E-info, and I'm once again missing... Oh, no. Oh, sorry, Jack. Being a robot isn't gonna mean a lot if I die anyway.
Oh, why did you come here then?
Isn't that obvious? I'm trying to find that input thing so we can turn off the bombs.
Really?
Yes. I don't lie.
I see. I seem to have made a mistake. I knew you couldn't use the atom without me, so I stayed behind because I thought I might be able to help.
I'm sorry,
I
Luna.
guess I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Oh, what? She turned and headed toward the exit. Oh, those are some slow footsteps. Wait. I couldn't just let her leave like that. I sighed. How long would it take?
Not more than 5 minutes or so.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Analyze my body. It lay down on the table. Luna picked up the Adam scanner and began to run it across me, slowly and methodically. In a few minutes, she was finished.
That's it. You can get up now.
I sat up and hopped off the table. The screen was already starting to show my results. So, what does it say? My eyes were glued to her face, looking for any sign of what the answer might be. She studied the readout for several long seconds before replying.
Well, it says you're not a robot.
What?
You're human.
I let out a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. My relief didn't last long.
But your body isn't entirely human.
Oh. What?
You're part machine.
Wait, what are you saying?
Look here. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human.
Oh. Okay.
They're made out of a titanium alloy. On top of that skeleton is artificial biological tissue. It's also called ABT. Your arms are cybernetic.
What does that mean?
Cybernetic? It means a mechanical system that interfaces with a biological one. You see all these root-like things around the titanium bones? Those are artificial nerves. They're probably connected to your own nerves, which is how you can move your arms. I imagine they allow you to feel things through your arms too.
What? This is ridiculous. I think replacing my arms with robot ones is something I'd remember. And I know they weren't always like this. When I was a kid, I broke my arm and they took an x-ray of it. The doctor told me I had really thick bones, and I must have done something pretty insane to break them. When the hell did this happen? Why did somebody replace my arms? Where are my arms? Wait, okay, let's say you're right, and my arms are cybernetic. Wouldn't that mean I don't have to worry about the bracelet going off?
No, unfortunately you probably do still have to worry about that.
Why?
The cybernetic arms are made to function just like real arms, which means
That's
they
unfortunate.
interface with the rest of your body.
Yeah, so if we get... So... Yeah.
Which means that anything injected into them is spread to the rest of your body.
How do you know that?
I just do.
It's not an answer.
Yes, you're right, but not everything has an answer. There are some things you just can't explain.
What?
Don't you know how that feels? How did you know about the garden? How did you know that Dio planted the bombs?
That's,
I'm sorry, Sigma. I wish we could talk some more, but our time is up.
not time. I pressed the buttons on my bracelet and felt my stomach drop. 1 minute. We've only got a minute left.
Sigma, there's one last thing. I was given very specific instructions.
Oh, you're not the only person who said that. Oh, okay. Oh, what have you got to... Oh. Okay. What instructions have you been given? I shuddered. Not because I was scared of what was about to happen, because I was scared of Luna. She was calm, naturally so, like a machine with a human face. We were about to die. How could she be so calm?
Please pay attention. This is very important. You must be sure to remember it.
Oh, she is saying exactly what... Oh, God. Okay. Remember, I was about to die. How was I supposed to remember anything?
Should you encounter a two-headed lion devouring the sun, remember, GTF DML016.
Need to write that down. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Hang on, I need to scribble something down on my sheet. Lion eating sun. We need the... Oh, God. GTF DLM LO16. L-106. And what was the other one? Oh god. Oh god. M-I-L-K-E V-L-L-I. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. We have the information for another... Thank you, Jack. Thank you. We have the information for another puzzle. I hate how we're learning it. This is not good. This is not good for Kay and Luna.
With this key, the first gate shall be open to you. There you go. I hope we can meet again someday. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting.
What? Before she can answer. I'm Jack, I'm gonna go and show you why that is unnerving. The world exploded into noise and light, and I disappeared along with it. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. That's our ending. Ah, okay. Oh, that's weird. Okay, cool. Right. We need to go to this one. Yeah, okay, right. So, in this route, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it.
Sigma. Unfortunately, we are out of time.
So, in this route, we have been poisoned by our bracelets, and we're about to die. And Kay has a thing that...
There's something I have to tell you. I made a promise that you would hear it. Do you understand? This is very important. You must pay attention. You cannot forget.
So it's not exactly the same, but it is... It is...
You see?
Yeah.
A lion with two heads, devouring the sun. Remember these letters. M-I-L-K-E-V-O-L-I. This will open the second gate.
Okay. So, now, I'm trying to remember. There is... Yeah, okay. So, we in one of the routes here, we found a computer. So we're jumping across. He is not a robot. No, he's someone in an armored suit. In this route, we found a computer with a username and password. We did not know either of those things, but now, yeah, we need to figure this out.
There's no one here.
And I hope we have the information for it. Yeah, there we go. That computer's been turned on.
Yeah, maybe Dio and Kay did that. A lion. A
Fighting.
sun?
There's a couple of input fields for a user ID and a password.
We probably can't use it unless we know what those are.
Why don't you put something in?
Sure, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, just as I thought. Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something. Shall we?
I turned and headed off towards a bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk. I felt compelled to stay. Found myself staring at the screen. Lion fighting the sun. A lion fighting the sun. Lion fighting the sun. Memento mori, if the ninth lion ate the sun. Remember death, the ninth lion ate the sun. Could this be the ninth lion? Then maybe. This is one of the first mysteries that we found when we started playing this. And at this point, we hadn't seen some of these images, as in we hadn't been to these routes. Okay. Let's see if this is right. Right. So, we're gonna presume the first gate. This. Oh. No. Oh, okay. Is that... Alright, we're at the point now where this is no longer useful to us. We were trying to figure out this, we thought this was an anagram, but it's not. Although the fact that they misspell 9 is interesting. Oh, hang on, maybe it's... No. Hang in there, Jack's Wi-Fi. Please behave. Get rid of this as well. M I L A E B O I. Is that a anagram? Is the E does the anagram start with an E? Is that why that E is significant? Oh, we are tantalizingly close to finishing this off and figuring out this puzzle. I do not think we have enough information. I'm gonna quit out and we're gonna find... Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. I'm gonna try and... No good. Right, we're gonna go... I need to go back to this... Sorry, 1 second.
I'm sorry, Sigma. I wish we... Sig, there's one I was given. Please pay. This is... You must... Should you encounter GTF DML 016.
Right, so we've got that down. Okay, well... screw. Hang on. G T. I know you've written this down for me, Jack. I'm just getting it all in one place. G T F D M L 0 1 6. Another bit. So we're gonna put that in a little box titled 1, because that is the first gate. And then the other one needs to go back to K's.
M-I-L-K-E-V-O-L-I.
M-I-L K E V O L I. That is 2. Okay. And we're going to just skip through this now and get to the computer. Oh god, flashing lights. Really sorry. Okay. GTFDML 016 MILKEVOLI. Oh, that was right. Oh, we just hadn't written it down correctly. I'm really dumb. Cool. We've made it. Oh my god. We've solved the riddle of the pooter. What is all this? There's a lot going on there, and I don't think any of it is. Vi, come over here.
What's wrong?
I got in.
What?
I love milk.
How did you figure out the login?
I don't know. I just knew it.
What the hell do you mean you just knew it?
I just knew it means I just knew it. You gave me the same line when I asked you how you knew my name.
Why are you bringing that up? It doesn't have anything to do with this.
You sure? It might.
What? I don't...
Look, just forget about that. Come on, take a look at this.
Sure, fine. Just let me get right on that. Are you out of your damn mind? Tell me what the hell is going on here. Why do you know how to log into this computer?
Are you even listening to me? We continue to yell at one another for several more minutes. But no matter what Fi asked me, I could never come up with an answer that satisfied her. Eventually, she seemed to give up.
Fine. You still don't make any sense, but...
Nike's new slogan, I love milk.
I don't think you're lying.
Damn right I'm not.
And the AB game deadline isn't getting any further away. All right. Let's see what this thing has for us. Where are we supposed to start? Looks like there's tons of stuff in here. Oh, can you tell me the ID that you put in? I can try searching for that. Maybe we'll get a hit.
I gave her what she asked for. GTF DM L016. A search returned several files, and after examining them for a moment, Fi opened one. Golem unit details. Are these product specifications for a golem? Golems are robots. Just knew it, yeah.
Looks like it.
So was GTF DML016 a golem's ID?
Don't ask me. You seem to know more about all this than I do. Fine, whatever. Just read the file. Maybe it'll make more sense. Let's see here.
Luna's a robot. Sorry, Jack. Golems are this facility's robotic attendants. Most of them are currently deactivated. However, we've just found out someone who is one. They're robotic attendants who wear golems. Yeah, exactly. They're robotic attendants who wear artificial biological tissue, so they look like regular people, but they bleed white. There's Luna. Oh. Luna.
Yeah.
Why is there a picture of Luna in this file?
There's something written underneath it. It says, appearance after application of ABT.
Yeah, I mean, I had my suspicions, but ABT.
There's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes it look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle.
I see. Luna was a golem, and DML016 was her product ID.
That must have been what Golem was trying to tell us when he was stopped. But why? Why would Luna be in the game?
I don't know how autonomous she really is, but I find it hard to believe she would have come here of her own free will.
So you're saying she was sent here by Zero Senior?
Probably. Look, at the bottom of the screen it shows her current status.
Currently operational. Executing special mission. You think her special mission is participate in the game?
Probably.
So why did Zero Senior want a robot as a participant? You think maybe it was for... Oh god, hang on. That said... Oh, it said she was currently operational. But in this route she's dead. Okay. Maybe if something unexpected happened, she was supposed to correct it or something?
What if it was some kind of Voight-Kampf test?
Excuse me? Or what?
It's from an old book. A test to see how human she was. Whether or not 8 people would be able to figure out she was a robot.
Terminator style, yeah.
That might almost explain the whole game, actually. Making us solve puzzles and play the AB game. All of those things could have been designed to give us a chance to see her true nature.
So it's kind of like the Chinese room.
Yeah. Luna is the girl locked in the room, and the 8 of us are the people outside it. Well, like I always say...
It's just a possibility, right?
All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person.
The AB game is the reason we are all here. So we 9 of us have been kidnapped by a person called Zero, and we've been put into a thing called the Nonary game Ambidex Edition. The Nonary game is the objective of the Nonary game is to get out of the facility, and we do that by playing rounds of the AB game, which is basically the prisoner's dilemma, if you're familiar with that. If you're not, I'll explain it. You've heard of the Nonary game. Okay, right. So so we are in a version of the Nonary game, and this is like the 2nd edition of it. And we're trying to play to get out, and the way that we're doing that is we're playing the AB game after every round. After every round of escape rooms, we play the AB game. That gives or takes away points from us and our team members to get out. When did you figure it out? That she was a golem, I mean.
Right now. I didn't know until I saw this stuff.
You're lying. When I told you about what happened with Golem in the pantry, you said something about how this game might be sort of like the Chinese room.
I don't know why I said that. It just felt like it made sense.
Like you just knew it?
Yeah. Look, forget about that. See Luna's status?
currently operational. Whoa, wait, what the hell? Luna's
You think robots die? She was only injected with muscle relaxant.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
AB stands for Ambidex, so you're about to see what an AB game looks like.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Of course, Luna's the one who opened the AB gate.
That might not be the only thing she did. Look,
What do you mean?
what are the last 3 digits of her product ID?
Oh God. Oh.
And where have we
016.
seen that before?
Oh, she killed Clover and Temioji. I don't believe it. Are you saying it was Luna who handcuffed Clover and Temioji?
We should go check her body. You remember where it is?
The crew quarters. Of course I remember. Off we go. It's not gonna be there, is it? It's not gonna be there. She's not gonna be there. There's Alice. There's the injection gun. Luna is not there. Oh, this is not good. We were right.
Yeah.
Why? Why would Luna?
And I trust him.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Let's go. The game hasn't stopped. If we don't vote, we're going to get penalized.
It's worth noting, except for Luna in this route, Vi and I are the only people alive. Everyone else is dead. Right, off we go then. Oh, I am genuinely scared of seeing Luna again. Like, I do not want to know. What?
Invalid pair detected.
Right, yeah.
Please retry with valid partner.
Oh yeah, forgot about this thing.
Right. Luna's bracelet.
Yeah, with her bracelet, there's 3 in this room. Stepped outside and set Luna's bracelet down, then headed back to the AV room. There we go.
2 minutes remain until polling closes.
It's not going to be there when we get back, is it? Alright, I'll go ahead and hit the start button. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, Sigma!
Huh? Hi, Luna. Luna?
One minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Wait. What the hell is going on? Why is she here?
She's probably planning on participating in the game.
You mean she's going to take the bracelet and go into one of the other rooms?
Yeah.
How is she going to vote?
Betray. I'm sure of it. Why else would she have come here? If she wanted to vote ally, she could have just waited for the deadline to pass.
She's got 7 BP, right?
Yeah. Why are you asking, though? Her BP doesn't matter right now. Have you
What?
totally lost it?
She doesn't have her bracelet on, and besides, she's a golem. She isn't trying to get out. Whether she has 9 BP or not doesn't mean anything to her.
Why is she doing this?
Isn't that obvious? She wants to keep our BP below 9. Say she defaulted to ally. We could choose whatever we wanted, and we'd still get 9 BP. She's here to make sure that doesn't happen.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
We're going to pick ally. I want to see what happens.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And I trust him.
2, 1.
This is objectively not a smart thing to do, but I am curious.
Round 3. of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Oh boy.
Hey, Sigma, are you insane? Why the hell did you choose Ally?
Wait, we can talk about that later. Right now. She's gone. Where'd she go?
That's odd. We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already.
Then... there it was. I thought so. She didn't pick it up. Without the bracelet, she couldn't have voted.
Then she let the system vote Ally for her?
Results, please.
Right,
Yeah.
the results.
Let's go have a look.
You normally get a portrait of everyone. And obviously because, yeah. Because everyone else is dead. Everyone else has that going on for them.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Since Luna didn't vote, she got set to ally automatically, and the other 6 got penalized. Yep. Yep. Then again, 5 of them are already dead. We don't know where Quark is, but his bracelet's already off.
Yeah, that means all those penalties are meaningless. Why did Luna show up then? I mean, we've got our 9 BP now, but... Alright, what do you want to do, Sigma? Do you want to leave?
What? You're kidding, right? So, no. In this route, I'm trying to get my facts straight. In this route, Quark went missing. We went looking for him and couldn't find him. And then later, his bracelet showed up. So, a thing about the bracelets is that the bracelets only come off when someone's heart stops. So, Quark is missing, presumed dead, but we have not seen a body yet. Weren't you the one who kept going on about how Quark's still alive? I can't just run off and leave him here.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, that's a relief. I was hoping you'd say that. Now let's get moving. We need to find Quark.
And Luna.
Luna.
Maybe had a cardiac arrest as well. What's the Quark is a child.
The Ambidex gates
I do not
closed.
I do not believe he's had a cardiac arrest. But maybe he has. I don't know.
Round 4 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys.
Vi and I checked our bracelets out of sheer reflex. I was a magenta bear, just like before. Vi changed to a red solo. It didn't really matter. Both of our bracelets showed the number 9. All we had to do was open the number 9 door, and we'd never have to play another AB game again.
Alright, Quark comes first. Let's go.
She spun around and headed for the cyan door. I followed on her heels. You get the feeling you know what this route is.
Sigma, there's something I want to ask you.
Are you cycling through the scenes or is it automatically? It's automatic. That was just going through, so we were just going. That is just like, essentially, that was them touring all of the rooms that we've been through in this room. That wasn't me. What is it?
There are 3 doors here. You, Alice, and Luna went through the one on the right. That took you to the Golem Bay, correct?
Yeah. According to the map, that's the next door. That's the door on the bottom. There's a lever on the middle of it. There is a lever on that thing in the middle, right? We pulled it, but it only opened one of the doors. What about it?
Take a look. See the lock?
Oh yeah, this door's open. Where is that taking us? It's the Floor B warehouse. That, I can't remember what that room is. But I know this one here is the bee garden. Open?
Yeah.
Then who opened it and how?
There's only one person who could have opened it.
Luna.
Alright, let's head in.
Okay. Yeah, so hang on, let's get to a dialogue box. Oh, it's the treatment chamber. This here is the Golem Bay. So, and that is the room that we went to in our hang on. In this route, this is we went to the Golem Bay through the green door. So, hang on. So yeah, we came through here. This is the 3 doors. We pulled the lever, it unlocked the door on the right. We came down here. This is the Golem Bay, and then we would have circled back. Fire was pointing out that this door here was open, and this is the treatment center. The heck are these things?
I think they're treatment pods of some sort.
Allotment pods? Even as I spoke, part of me knew what they were. I didn't know how or why, but I felt a strong sense of deja vu when I looked at them, and suddenly realized I knew exactly how to operate the pods. It was a strange, unsettling feeling, as if somewhere deep inside there was a version of myself that I didn't actually know.
One of them is lit up.
Oh yeah. The one on the left, is it being used?
Glass is all fogged up. I can't really see inside.
Let's crack it open then.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's gonna be in here? I have a feeling I know who's gonna be in here. There he is. Quark. Our feet pounded across the floor of the warehouse.
This is it.
Quark's body bounced in my arms as I ran. His pulse and breathing were normal. He was limp and unconscious, but he was alive. The pod's display had given us a little information on his condition. As far as we could tell, he'd been given an anesthetic, which had put him to sleep.
Ready? What's wrong? You're supposed to say, yeah, sure.
Is it really okay for us to just leave?
What the hell is this? You want to stay here? What if Luna kills you too? Think
What?
about it. Alice, Clover, Tenmyoji, the old woman, even Dio and Kay. There's a good chance Luna killed all of them.
But why?
Why doesn't matter. Remember what we saw on Clover's thigh?
But how would she know?
And what's that the same number as?
The last we did is Luna's product ID.
Where did we find the old woman's corpse? And if you're right, her brain is in the central computer core. That means she could have easily moved that crane, right? She could have used it anytime she wanted.
That means any alibi she might have for not being able to move the crane is worthless.
Exactly. She must have moved the AB room. Alice noticed it right away. At the very least, that would mean Luna had a reason to try and kill Alice.
To keep her quiet.
She could also have murdered Dio and Kay. Remember their star keys? Luna must have taken them, which puts her in the room with Dio and Kay. You understand, don't you? I admit none of this evidence is conclusive, but look at our options. You, me, Quark, and Luna. Who do you think is the most likely to be the murderer? Think this through, Sigma. Luna's a golem. That means she's a robot that's part of this facility, designed to do God knows what. If what you said about golems and the central computer is true, she's basically a puppet of Zero Junior's. There isn't really much of an argument to be made here. The only option is to leave her here and get out.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
A robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm.
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic.
Okay. You're right. Let's get out of here.
Damn. Don't scare me like that. Okay, I'm going to open it. You ready?
You don't have to ask me. Isn't that what you always say?
Yeah, I guess so. It's time we got out of here. Let's go.
With a heavy, laboured groan, the numbered 9 door began to open. As soon as the gap was wide enough to admit her body, Phi slipped through it. I followed her through, Quark still cradled in my arms. Inside was a massive lift platform, like the kind used to move industrial cargo. Phi turned to face me, and I shoved Quark into her arms.
Huh?
Before she could just respond, I spun around and ran. What are we doing? Did we?
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Sigma, what are you doing? Of course, Sigma's carrying Quark with his big, strong Arnold Schwarzenegger arms.
Sigma! What the hell are you thinking? Get back here!
Sorry, Phi. There's something I have to do. Take care of Quark.
No, you don't mean you're going to go find Luna? God damn it, Sigma! Think about what you're doing! Sigma! Listen to me! You can't do this!
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
I had no regrets. In fact, with Phi and Quark's successful escape, I felt a profound sense of relief. One of my objectives had been achieved, and a difficult choice had been made. My mind felt clear and focused, more so than it had in a long time. Alright, time to go. Luna's waiting. Why do we... What? I don't like this at all. Luna, I knew you'd be here.
You knew?
Oh, right. We haven't talked to her in this one, huh?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in this whole facility with anything green.
There's no bees in the bee garden. No, we don't actually know what bee stands for. I want to say botanical garden, but like... Yeah.
I kind of feel silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. I'm not sure what you meant just now, but are you talking about something that happened in another history? I know what you can do. Someone told me about it once. They said that you have the ability to transport your consciousness through time.
So this is the first explicit confirmation of Sigma's abilities. Who told you that? Luna looked down at the music box around her neck. Carefully and delicately, she twisted the dial on the bottom.
Sigma, aren't you here to ask me something? Why I killed them, perhaps?
Well, actually, I already know you didn't do it.
Oh? Why do you think I didn't do it? I'd like to know your reasoning.
Alright. Nodded and took a moment to compose my thoughts. Might as well start with the old woman. There's no point beating around the bush, I suppose. Dio killed her.
Why do you think so?
Her left arm had blood spatter all the way up to the elbow, except for a stripe on the wrist that was perfectly clean. What could have caused that? My guess is a bracelet. If it got covered with blood, it got covered with blood and kept her wrist clean. Obviously, none of our bracelets had blood spatter on them, but Dio's bracelet reacted to the luminol. That meant Dio's bracelet had to have come from the old woman.
Is that your proof? That's why you think Dio killed her?
No, that's only enough to suspect him. After all, he could have just taken the bracelet after someone else killed her.
Then why are you so sure?
Because he confessed.
What?
After his bracelet reacted to the luminol, I confronted him.
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Wait, when did that happen?
In a different timeline.
Isn't that against the rules?
What rules? I hope you're not going to try and bring up Nox's 10 Commandments. Does it really matter if it's against the rules or fair? The truth is the truth. Oh god, here we go. Let's say that Incident P happens, and after that the timeline splits into Timeline A and Timeline B. I don't think it's unfair to base a theory, Timeline A, on information I found in Timeline B. After all, A and B both came from the same place, E. If you trace the history of both timelines, you'd end up back at Incident P. Now, if I could change what happened with Incident P by visiting Timeline A or B, then yes, it'd be a different story. I don't know that it'd be unfair per se, but I'd certainly be breaking some pretty big rules. Like, you know, the principle of causality. I'm sure that Dio killed the old woman. By extension, that means that you couldn't have killed her. I'm assuming Dio wasn't originally intended to be part of the Nonary game. Somehow, he got in, and took the old woman's place. That's how he ended up as Quark's partner. This is just an educated guess, but I have a feeling his plan was to replace one of us. Doubt it mattered which one. I have no idea why he would want to do something like that, and I don't know how he did it either. The fact remains that he did. He hid in the warehouse on floor A and waited for someone to come out of one of the AV rooms. That someone turned out to be the old woman. She left Quark asleep in the AV room and came out on her own. Somehow, he managed to get close enough to stab her. He did it near the wall with the graffiti on it. I'm guessing he stabbed her from behind so he wouldn't get any blood on himself. As soon as she was dead, he wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. No, wait, actually, he probably took her bracelet first. Then, he would have needed to wipe the blood off, so he used the handkerchief for that too. Anyway, the point is that he got the bracelet and put it on. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the rightmost AB room and his neighbour. He probably didn't expect that they'd move, or he would have put it somewhere else. After that, he headed back into the AB room that the woman had left. Quark would have still been fast asleep, so as far as he knew, Dio was there the whole time. This does raise a few other questions, but I'll save those for later. For now, let's move on to the other murders. Well, actually, one of them probably isn't a murder.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about Alice. I'm pretty sure she committed suicide.
All of humanity is going to die. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left! I'd rather die here!
She'd been infected with Radical 6. I think that infection caused her to take her own life. She used Dio's knife, which she'd found in the warehouse after the AB room moved and exposed it. She took it with her, and then used it to stab herself in the crew quarters. Next are Clover and Tenmyoji. The first question is who put the handcuffs on them. The clue is in the message that Clover left, 016. If you think about it though, it doesn't make sense. Clover's left hand was in the handcuffs. That meant she would have had to write with her right hand on her right thigh. I feel like it would have been really hard to do that. Why not just use your left thigh? The thing is, I think she did. When she died, her legs slumped together and the message got transferred to the right thigh. We just never saw the original because we didn't bother to check the other leg. Other words, she wasn't trying to write 016, she was trying to write Dio. With her dying breath, she was trying to tell us the name of her killer. Okay, that suits our theories better. Now, about Kay and Dio. I think there's a pretty good chance that Dio killed Kay. Here's how I imagine it happened. Kay probably sprayed Dio's bracelet with the luminol. We found the bottle in Kay's robe. He wouldn't have seen the reaction immediately, but Dio would have known what was coming. As soon as Kay turned the lights off, it would be clear that Dio had taken the old woman's bracelet. My guess is that he decided to take preemptive action. When we found their bodies, the lights in the rec room were on. Maybe Kay turned to switch the lights off, and Dio took that opportunity to attack him. Kay was hurt pretty badly, but he didn't die right away. Probably managed to grab the spear and stab Dio. And then he died. So that accounts for all 6 bodies. None of them your fault.
Sigma, I'm glad you don't think I did it, but all of your theories are just, well, theories. Like Alice committing suicide. How can you be sure? Say she was infected with Radical 6. She could have been murdered before her symptoms even began to present themselves. As for Clover and Tenmyoji, I could easily have killed them. You don't have any proof that Clover's message was mirrored like you say, or even that it was supposed to refer to Dio. Even if it did, that's not conclusive evidence of his guilt. The same goes for Kay and Dio. I could have killed them both. Why do you trust me so much? I'm a machine. I'm part of this place. How can you trust a machine?
That's why I trust you.
What?
I trust you because you're a robot. Your robotness is just one more reason you can't be the killer. Well, 3 more reasons.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
Rule 1. A robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm.
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. Sigma?
Luna, I have to ask you, can you tell me, well, everything you know? Your mind is in the central server. You should know everything that's happened here. There was a long pause. Luna stood up and walked deeper into the garden. I followed her in silence. Eventually, we reached the bench. Luna quietly sat down, and just like last time, I lowered myself down beside her.
You were right. I didn't kill them. How should I explain? Well, actually, you got most of it right.
That doesn't matter. Tell me everything.
Well, first, yes. Dio did sneak into the facility. He used the large cargo elevator and came into the warehouse on floor A through the number 9 door. Since the game hadn't started yet, anyone could go through it.
That doesn't really sound like sneaking. It sounds like he just walked in.
Yes, I guess you could say that. He did get in pretty easily, but that's because Zero Jr. lured him here.
What do you mean?
Dio wasn't a surprise. Both Zeros knew that he was going to come.
So they brought him here?
In a way.
But why?
Because his presence was an important part of Zero's project.
What project?
I can't go into that right now. We'd be here forever. Right now, let's just focus on the murders, okay? Anyway, Dio found his way in. They made sure he didn't know that he was actually being let in.
So why did he come here?
To make sure Zero's project failed. His first step was to pretend to be one of the players. As for how he did that, you had it pretty much right. The old woman was the first one out, and he killed her under the graffiti. He put her bracelet on after he wiped the blood off it with the handkerchief. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the 5th and 6th AB rooms.
The 5th and 6th.
Counting from the left in their original placement.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In other words, the rightmost room would be the 6th, and the next to it would be the 5th.
Right. After that, he went back into the 5th AB room where Quark was sleeping. Then he just waited for Quark to wake up.
What were you doing whilst that was happening?
Nothing. I couldn't do anything. My body had been turned off. Zero Jr. had powered me down. My body wasn't activated until after Dio went into the 5th room. I couldn't help her. All I could do was watch while she was murdered. Everything in this place is controlled by Zero Jr. I couldn't try and prevent Dio from getting in either.
Wait, if Zero Jr. controls everything, then was he the one who moved the 6th room with the crane?
Yes, that's right. Zero Jr. moved the room, not me.
And who moved the old woman?
Me. It took me 10 minutes to get out of my AB room once I was turned back on. I ran over to check on her as soon as I did. Then I carried her back to the room I'd been in.
Why did you do that?
Because I was ordered to.
What?
Luna, listen to me very carefully.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
As you already know, the final stage of the project begins in 2 hours.
That voice is the voice of the announcer.
This will be the culmination of many years of hard work. We cannot afford failure.
Yes, I understand.
Then let's make sure. What is your mission?
Enter the nonary game as one of the participants and observe the actions of the other players. Ensure that they do what they are supposed to and guide them down the correct paths.
How many players will there be?
Myself and 7 others, ma'am.
Huh? That's 8.
Will you be participating as well?
Yes. Our plan
Oh, right, there we
dictates
go.
that I must. An individual by the name of Dio will be entering this facility presently. He has been led to believe he is doing so undetected. You've been briefed on him already, correct?
Yes. He will murder the first person to leave one of the AB rooms and take their place. If a pair is the first out, he'll probably kill both of them. That's all the information I've been given on him, ma'am.
Is there a problem?
With all due respect, ma'am, I would like to state that I don't feel right about this. We know someone is going to be killed, and we're just going to let it happen? I also have doubts about the use of Radical 6. Are you sure? Infecting all these people with such a horrible disease.
That is none of your concern. Your only concern is to follow your orders.
But...
Luna, I am giving you an order. I am in command, and you do as I say. You are programmed to do as I say. You know this.
Yes.
Good. Now, I have one final order.
Another order, ma'am?
Yes. When you leave the AB room, the person Dio has killed will still be there. I would like you to move them.
Where?
To the room you are about to enter. The 6th AB room.
But why?
Not your concern. As a participant in the game, You must have as little knowledge of it as possible. That is why I have made sure you are unable to access any classified data.
Humans breaking the 3 laws of robotics is the only thing wrong with the 3 laws of robotics. I mean, yes and no. Asimov has explored pretty in depth, or Asimov explored, I should say, pretty in depth why the 3 laws are flawed, and why I think that there's an actual fourth law that gets added later on. Suffice it to say, the 3 laws aren't perfect, and it has unfortunately nothing to do with humans.
There are things you must not know. In order for this project to succeed, we need you to be as close to a clean slate as possible. There are some things you already know, which ideally you would not. Unfortunately, this is unavoidable, so you must refrain from divulging anything you know about the project to the other participants. You must never tell anyone what you know about Dio, or the body, or that you carried it to the 6th AB room. You will have to pretend you know nothing more than the rest of the participants.
Is that an order?
Yes. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. After that, I went into the AB room as I'd been told to. As soon as I stepped inside, my body deactivated. But since my brain is in the main computer, I was still awake. So I still saw everything. While I waited, I used the security cameras to see what was going on in the rest of the facility.
And you saw the old woman being murdered.
Yes, it was hard. What I was seeing made no sense. Several of my higher level processes nearly failed. To think that she would be the first person to come out. I think she knew that Dio was going to kill her. When she'd said she had one final order for me, I didn't understand what she meant. Like a fool, I told her I didn't approve, when I had no idea what she was prepared to do. When she died, whatever I have that passes for a heart felt like it snapped in two.
We have ads starting in 30 seconds, and we've been going for about 2 hours. We're going to take a very... The announcer is the old woman. It's her voice at the very least, yeah. We've got ads in 30 seconds. Rather than just push them back 5 minutes, I am just going to let them run. So we'll take another quick break, and then we'll be right back with more of this plot development. So we're going to go hop across to Nya, and we're going to set something on like Nya. And I will see you in a couple of minutes. Alright, we're back. Apologies for the ever so slight delay. Turn that off. Put this back. Okay. I think I understand. Everything you did because you've been ordered to. You got no ads. Oh, nice. Unusual, but nice.
Yes.
And it was the old woman who gave you those orders. Then is she Zero Senior?
No.
What? But if she gave you the orders...
She did, but she wasn't the only person I took orders from.
There was someone else?
Yes.
And that person is Zero Senior?
Yes. We worked together to develop the project she mentioned. So I suppose, technically, my orders came from both of them. And they were both controlling Zero Junior, too. I told you before that Zero Junior moved the 6th AB room. Although that's strictly true, he didn't do it of his own free will. They ordered him to do it. He was following orders just like me.
But why?
I don't know. I really don't. Maybe they did it so that people wouldn't suspect me.
The rabbit is Zero Junior. Zero Junior is an AI that controls the facility, and it takes the form of a rabbit. A rabbit whose voice actor has so much fun with the role. If they didn't want people to suspect you, then why would you move the body in the first place? Eventually we'd figure out that the rooms had been moved and that she was in your room.
Then maybe they wanted the opposite.
You mean...
Maybe they wanted you to suspect me.
That doesn't make sense either. They wanted people to suspect you. Why move the room?
You're right. Then maybe they only wanted certain people to be suspicious of me.
You mean like Alice?
Yes. Perhaps they wanted Alice to find the handkerchief and the knife.
All these nonary games and shows I watch always have an evil rabbit.
That would explain why they moved the room.
So they somehow knew Dio would hide the knife there.
Yes, I think so.
But how could they know that?
Well, whatever the reasons were, Alice did notice that the room was moved, which meant that Clover also figured it out. And just like you said, Alice used the knife to take her life. Clover didn't realize that, though. Or perhaps she didn't want to. In any event, she decided that I must have killed Alice to keep her quiet. So she confronted me. It was right after the second round of the AB game. Using Phi's timetable, that would be 0 hours, 0 minutes.
Wait, you were listening to us in the security office?
Yes, that wasn't all I was listening to, though. I know everything that happened in the facility after my body collapsed.
You were watching through the security cameras?
Yes, I was. I could see and hear everything. Anyway, we're at 0 hours, 0 minutes. I was in the hallway on floor A when Clover found me and took me to room 2 in the crew quarters. We entered at about 0 hours, 1 minute. She was very forceful.
I know you killed Alice. Tell me the truth, and I'll let you live. Now fess up! I'm only gonna give you one chance. If you lie, or try to play dumb or something, I'll kill you right in front of her!
I told her the truth, of course. I explained that I hadn't killed Alice, that she'd been infected with Radical 6, and it had caused her to kill herself. Clover was never going to believe that, though. We argued about it for nearly 9 minutes. It wasn't just Alice she asked me about. She asked me about the murder of the old woman, and about the AB room being moved. She wasn't very nice about it, but I couldn't answer any of her questions.
Because of your orders?
Yes. Then, at about 0 hours, 10 minutes, she must have run out of patience. She stuck her hand in her pocket and started moving toward me. She backed me up against the wall and pulled her hand out of her pocket. She was holding the injection gun. I tried to take it away from her. I even screamed for help. She refused to let go, of course, while we were fighting over it.
Hold on a minute. The trigger got pulled in the fight. I get that part. What I don't understand is why it did anything to you.
You mean Because I'm a golem?
Yeah.
One of my orders was always to act like I was one of the players. A human. Any human injected with that amount of tubocurarine would die.
That's why you died? Keep up the facade that you were human?
No, I collapsed because Zero Jr. turned off the power to my body again. He probably felt he had to. Maintaining the illusion that I was human was probably in his orders too.
Got it.
So to make it look like I had died, he turned the power off. Whatever the case, it was an accident. I don't think Clover ever intended to actually kill me. She only took the injection gun to try and threaten me.
How can you be sure?
When I collapsed, she looked terrified. She checked for my pulse and listened to see if I was breathing. She also shook my body and called out to me several times. If she'd meant to kill me, why do all that? After a few moments, she ran off to the infirmary to get the AED.
You mean the defibrillator?
Yes.
That uses an electroshock.
Correct.
Yep. So that was why she left.
Yes.
At 0 hours, 11 minutes, and 40 seconds, Clover left the cabin in the crew quarters.
She ran off toward the infirmary. On the way, she bumped into Dio. Yes, I guess she just saw him, really. They didn't talk. She just ran past.
And he just watched her go by.
Yes, I imagine he was curious, of course. He probably wondered what she was doing, but he chose not to go after her. He had something else to do.
At 0 hours, 12 minutes, Dio enters the room.
He seemed pretty surprised to find my body.
Yeah, I bet.
It didn't take him long to get over it, though.
Wouldn't imagine it would. What did he do then?
He'd gone there for 2 reasons. One was to get Alice's bracelet, which was a blue solo.
Right. Without it, Dio and Kay, the yellow pair, wouldn't have been able to get through the secondary door. Right?
Yeah, but he couldn't find it.
Of course. But I'd already taken it by then.
Yes. But there was something else he wanted to do, too.
Oh, I'm sorry about your internet, Jack.
He was there to take the knife. Removing it was gruesome.
But why did he want the knife? Was it because he'd used it to kill the old woman?
No, I don't think so.
And what do you think?
I think he didn't want anyone to see the engraving on the knife's blade. That's why he hid it so well after he killed the old woman.
Why wouldn't he want anyone to see that?
Do you remember what it said? There was a word engraved on the blade.
Myrmidons.
Yes.
What does Myrmidons mean?
It's the name of the organization he belongs to.
Is it like a... Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
But what is it then?
I don't really know.
No idea?
I'm afraid not.
Wait, wasn't he here to try and stop whatever Zero was doing?
Yes.
Then, wouldn't that mean he's on our side?
I don't know about that. He's killed 4 people. I'm not really sure he's on anyone's side.
You got a point. Oh, this is ridiculous. I guess this enemy of my enemy isn't my friend, huh?
May I continue?
Yeah, keep going. After he took the knife, Dio rifled through what few belongings Alice had. Luna said he didn't seem to be looking for anything in particular. He's probably just checking to see if she had anything useful. That was where he found the key to Kay's suit. He didn't seem to have any particular reason for taking it, at least as far as Luna could tell. At 0 hours 13 minutes, Dio left the room.
He heard Kay opening the cyan door and ran out. When he left, he was heading toward the infirmary. My guess is that he was going after Clover. He found her with the AED. She was probably planning to just ignore him and head back, but Dio didn't let her.
Hey, wait. Just what are you planning to do with that thing? Thinking about trying to resuscitate Luna? And why would you want to do that? You were the one who killed her, weren't you?
When Clover tried to push past Dio, Luna said they began to fight.
The fuck do you think you're doing?
Dio pulled the knife out of his pocket and pointed it at Clover's throat. That was when he showed up.
Dio, what the hell are you doing?
None of your goddamn business. Stay out of this, you senile old shit.
Like hell, you son of a bitch!
He let out a yell and leapt towards Dio. The younger man dodged him easily and lashed out with the knife. Emioji caught Dio's hand with a grunt. For a moment, the two men struggled. Then, as the knife edged closer, he wrapped his other hand around the blade and tried to force it away. What? Ugh, that's a horrible noise. But Dio was a much younger and stronger man, and the wound Temioji gave himself with the knife didn't do him any favors. He put up a valiant fight, but with a raw Dio threw him off. Temioji collapsed to the floor.
What are you going to do?
Let's see. How about this? How cute. You two really look great together, you know?
What are you going to do to us?
Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna handcuff you to a sink. Actually, I already have.
Are you gonna beat us to death or something?
Ugh, no. Nothing so tasteless.
What are you going to do then?
How'd you like to make a bet?
A bet?
You've got, 20-some minutes until the primary white doors open. So I'd say you've got 25 minutes until they close. Give or take. If somebody happens to come by here before the doors close, you might live. But if nobody finds you, well...
We'll be penalized.
Exactly. So, I suggest you start screaming for help now. Unfortunately for you, just about all the rooms in this place are behind at least 2 nice thick doors, so unless they're pretty close, nobody's gonna hear you scream. Well, I'm off to the Floor B warehouse, okay? Enjoy your last 25 minutes. Later.
Ah, Dio.
25 minutes passed and no one came. Of course, by then there were only 3 other people who could have come, apart from Dio.
You mean me fighting Kay, right?
Yes, you were in the crew quarters at this point.
Kay had told us about you. We'd also noticed that the knife in Alice's chest had been removed. If only we'd known what was happening in the infirmary. Yeah, we were so close to
Unfortunately for
that.
Clover and Tenmyoji, their time had come. Once the primary white door closed, both of their bracelets injected them with Soparil.
Yeah, it's that too.
Yes, almost immediately they started to feel sleepy. I think that's when Clover realized she was definitely going to die. That was when she decided to leave her message. Just as you said, she wrote on her left thigh with her right hand.
And the word she wrote was Dio.
Yes.
Oh, we are getting a lot of answers. None of them particularly
As for
useful.
what happened in the rec room, well, I guess I don't really need to tell you. Your theory was essentially correct. What you said was what happened.
So Kay sprayed Dio's bracelet with luminol, and then while his back was turned, Dio attacked him with the axe. Dio mortally wounded him but didn't kill him, so Kay turned around and stabbed Dio with a spear. And I guess that's when we found them.
Yes.
When did Kay get the luminol?
After they went through the white door, Dio and Kay found themselves in the director's office. When they were done there, they headed back to floor A to look for everyone else. They went to the crew quarters first, then to the infirmary. Of course, they found Clover and Tenmyoji's bodies there. Dio expected to find them, of course, but he pretended to be shocked. Anyway, Kay checked them over for anything useful.
And that was when he found the luminol.
Right. That's everything that happened. Do you have any questions?
Well, what do you think? There's, there's a bear poop in the woods. Well, the first thing is Quark's bracelet. Why was it in the infirmary?
Tenmyoji had it. Then when Dio attacked him, it fell out of his pocket.
But why did Temioji have Quark's bracelet?
I told him where it was.
When?
Do you remember when you were in the rec room with Phi and Tenmyoji?
Yeah?
Right after then. When he left the rec room, he went toward the green door to look for Quark.
This is the rec room. Ba, 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 ba.
I ran into him at the end of the hallway, where the 3 doors and the switch are.
Ba, ba, ba.
That was when I told him. Look, Tenmyoji, the center door is unlocked. He took off through it without another word.
That was the treatment room,
Yes,
where Quark was sleeping.
right. It only took him a moment. As soon as he saw Quark, he ran to his pod and started crying.
Out of relief.
Yes, the display on the pod showed Quark's vital signs. It was obvious he was alive the moment you looked at it. Next to the pod was Quark's bracelet. That was how Tenmyoji got it.
Why was Quark's bracelet off?
I took it off.
Ow.
Aluminum foil.
Hello? What? You mean the stuff from the crew quarters?
Oh, you found it? Did you know that aluminum foil has electromagnetic shielding properties?
What?
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses. Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching.
Wait, so you're telling me that the aluminium foil, thank you very much, can block the electromagnetic... So you're telling me that the aluminium foil can block the electromagnetic waves your heart puts out?
Yes, all you have to do is wrap it around your bracelet.
And the bracelet thinks your heart has stopped?
Yes,
Oh, it was that easy?
anyway, I used some aluminum foil to get Quark's bracelet off. Then I put it next to the pod.
Wait, why was Quark in the pod to begin with?
Oh, that's easy. I put him there.
When did you do that?
Remember when we were first looking for Quark? I found him unconscious near the entrance to the Golem Bay.
So you carried him through to the treatment pod?
Yes.
Were you the one who unlocked the treatment center too?
No, I was not. I do not have the authority to operate any of this facility's machinery.
So Zero must have unlocked it?
That's right.
He reactivated your body too? I don't get any of this. Why did he do that? It wasn't really him that did it, huh? He was just doing what Zero Sunu and the old lady told him to. Everything leads back to them, huh? Of course it does. So, are you going to tell me?
Tell you what?
Isn't that obvious? Tell me what this project is. Everything that happens here has something to do with it. So why were we brought here?
To play the nonary game.
And why were we supposed to play the nonary game?
That was part of the project.
Why did Alice kill herself?
Because she was infected with Radical 6.
How did she get infected?
Zero Senior and the old woman did that.
Why?
It was a necessary evil. It had to happen for the project to succeed.
What would have happened if Alice hadn't committed suicide?
Clover wouldn't have suspected me, and she wouldn't have accidentally killed me.
Then what?
I wouldn't have collapsed, and Dio wouldn't have found my body. That would have meant the confrontation in the infirmary never took place.
In other words, you're saying Clover and Tenmyoji died for this project.
Yes.
Well, actually, it was the tuberculin that killed them. But they were only injected with it because of their bracelets, and they were only wearing those bracelets because of the nonary game. If the nonary game was part of the project, then that's one more way it killed them.
I guess, if you want to look at it that way.
Now, what about Kay and Dio? Why would they kill each other?
Because Dio killed the old woman. He was worried about getting caught, so he tried to kill Kay before he could find out the truth.
Then if Dio hadn't killed the old lady, what happened in the rec room would never have taken place, right?
Yes,
So let me ask you this. Why did Dio kill her?
so that he could pose as one of the participants.
And why did he do that?
To disrupt the project.
And why did she let him kill her?
The same reason they did all of this. It was a necessary evil. The project couldn't be allowed to fail.
Still a lot of information for a single node. 6 people died here. 4 of them were murdered, one way or another, by Dio. At first, that makes it look like Dio's the reason they all died. That's not true, is it? All of them, 6 of them, they all died this project. That means that the murderer, or I guess I should say murderers, were the old lady and Zero Senior, right? Please, Luna, tell me, what is this project about? Who is the old woman? Who is Zero?
Sigma. Would you hug me?
What? Oh, hello. Okay. Instead of answering, Luna wrapped her arms around me and buried her face in my chest. My own arms hovered in the air, confused about where they should go. I swallowed hard and tried to rein in my heartbeat, which had suddenly doubled. I was about to speak when I felt something warm on my chest. Was Luna crying?
This feels nice.
The voice shook as she spoke. I lowered one hand to her head, began to gently stroke her hair. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. What's going on?
I'm sorry. My ABT is usually held in place by muscle fiber, but after Clover gave me the tubocurarine...
Okay, I get it.
Does it scare you? This is what I really look like. I'm a golem, just a machine, a jumble of metal and plastic that pretends to be real.
I wrapped my arms around Luna and hugged her as tight as I could.
You believed in me this whole time?
Yeah.
Even though I look like this?
Of course. I trust you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I wish I could stay here forever. You feel so nice. But I think my time is up.
What?
I've done things I really shouldn't have. Do you remember what you asked me earlier? About if Zero Jr. had reactivated my body? Remember? The truth is, he didn't. I did. I went to the part of the core that controls Zero Jr. and I hacked it.
What?
Yes, that was the first thing. The second. Do you know what the second one was? If I had really wanted to, I could have saved Clover and Tenmyoji. Then Kei and Dio probably wouldn't have killed each other. That's not all. I could have stopped Alice from killing herself. And I could have even saved the old woman at the very beginning. In other words, I had the ability to disobey my orders. But I didn't. That's the second thing. I broke the first law. I was scared. I was afraid to die. Obviously, hacking the core and taking control of Zero Jr.'s systems is very, very bad. Golems who don't follow orders can become dangerous, so we're terminated if we disobey. You lose access to your body, of course, but everything that's stored in the core, your memories, your consciousness, is deleted.
You saying...
Yes, very soon now I'll be gone. Zero Jr. is probably recovering himself right now. Once he's done, I doubt I'll be around much longer.
Why? Oh,
I watched 6 people die and did nothing. I deserve this.
No, you don't. Even if you had done something, you would have been killed anyway. You can't blame yourself. You did what you could. You're not wrong. This game is what's wrong. Forcing you to watch your friends die is what's wrong.
Oh, Sigma, thank you. I'm really glad I met you.
It's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna let them do this. You're gonna be fine. Just please don't.
Sorry. My time's up. At least I get to die in your arms. Thank you, Sigma. And goodbye, Doctor.
Oh, hello, Doctor. Why did she call us Doctor? But she couldn't answer. I squeezed my eyes shut and held her, unable to bear the thought of letting any more of her slip away. With one last quiet chime, the music box wound down. I was left with nothing but silence and the cold pool of tears over my heart. Oh, it's Sigma from Overwatch. It's another ending. I think that's Luna's ending. It's gotta be, yeah, that's Luna's ending. Okay, cool. Right. Tears in the Rain. We've got 2 more endings to go. Oh boy. Right. Well, I guess the next stop is 5 Minutes of Life. Are we finishing it all today? I don't think so. I mean, guess I don't know. We've got to find out. We've got 2 locks. So when you hit a point where you do not have the knowledge to continue, you get this little identification here. So we need to stop 5 in this route. In this route, we need to stop 5 from opening the number 9 door, and we don't know how to stop her yet. In this one, we've been injected with the Soparil, and we have 5 minutes before the Tubocurine gets injected, so we need to find a way to stop it. Now, I do not know how long those go on for, or how thingy is, but it is unfortunately a work night, so I only have half an hour. So, because in half an hour I'm going to have to go to bed, otherwise I'm going to be too tired for work tomorrow, because unfortunately I have a full-time job. So yeah, we're gonna keep going, and then we'll get to where we get to, and then we will probably finish it on the next VLR stream, which will be next Tuesday. Alas, yes. That is unfortunately how it be, because streaming is not my full-time job. Because it just is not making me enough money, unfortunately. So yeah, we're going to open lock number 3 with 5 minutes of life to spare. What are we going to do? We're going to grab some foil.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Suddenly, all eyes were on me. I felt their weight, but stood my ground. The result I had expected. Took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparil. Woob blub 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 blub. Woobly screen time. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, they gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on!
Hey! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets of lead. My eyes had lost the ability to focus, but I could make out a blur that had to be Dio in front of the number 9 door. You'll keep your promise. I groaned and with a Herculean effort lifted my head and then my sluggish body off the floor. Every step was a battle, and wherever I shifted my weight, my muscles threatened to give out again. Somehow, I forced myself ahead, a single thought burning in my mind. I would reach Dio. Then, at last, the smudge of colour faded into a recognisable person. I threw out my hand in front of him. Give it back. Give me the medicine.
Give it back? Don't act like it's yours. Are we supposed to share everything we find here?
I don't care. Just hand me the medicine.
What are you talking about?
We found the Excelavir in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it? Right now?
Yeah.
I kept my promise. Now you. I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Excelavir. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as I could and got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I had been expecting.
Here.
With a shrug, he pulled the vial out of his pocket and tossed it towards me. I caught it and pulled the tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label said, unmistakably, Accelerate. It was the real thing. Blub blub blub. Clover, take it. I held it out towards her.
Right, of course.
She quickly tucked it into her pocket. Good. Now at least Quark will be alright. With that, the last of my strength left me, and I dropped to my knees.
Sigma! Are you okay? Sigma! Sigma!
I guess this is it.
First is the Soparil, which puts you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubocurarine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
9 minutes. Once the Soparil was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxant followed it. About 4 minutes had already passed, which left me about 5, give or take a little. 5 minutes, I would be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself? Yeah. I gave a raspy, quiet laugh. Even with death staring me in the face, I seemed to be determined to struggle right up to the very end. Okay, Sigma. You can do this. Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had left, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, has a solution. Yeah, so how do you get negative betrayal? So yeah, in this route, in the last round, we were blackmailed into making picking ally essentially, and Dio picked betray, which put us on negative 1 BP because we lost 2 points, and we were on 1 to begin with. There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. I just had to think. Think. If there was a way out, I'd find it. I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand? There's something white on it. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human. Your arms are cybernetic.
What the hell was that? I have cybernetic arms? It was both shocking and utterly obvious. Of course my arms were artificial. Titanium alloy bones with an ABT exterior to mimic human skin. But I had no idea why. Nor did I know when my human arms, which I distinctly remember having, had been replaced. And that flash of lunar I'd seen, I was certain it had never happened. Those things hardly mattered though. If I survived, I could worry about them later. The fact that my arms were mechanical, however, that might be useful. I called up all the strength I had left and stood one more time. What are you waiting for? Why didn't you open it already?
What?
Did I stutter? Open the number 9 door.
Sigma, what are you saying?
Looks like you finally gave up. Whatever. I was just about to flip the switch anyway.
And hurry up
Hey,
and...
don't rush me. Kay, you've got 9 BP now, right?
Yes?
Well, what do you say? Want to come with?
I will remain here.
Why?
I cannot abandon Sigma.
Don't worry about me. Go. You have to get outside and call for help.
But...
Do you think Dio will? If he's the only one of If he's the only one of us who gets out of here, there's no hope for the rest of us. You're the only one we can count on.
I understand.
Great. Glad we got that settled. Shall we go?
No! Stop!
Fire began to move, but it was already too late. Dio grabbed the lever and threw it down. I'm surprised we're not using the foil. I guess it doesn't matter. Getting the bracelet off at this point is irrelevant. Because we need to get the super... anyway.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
It's been fun. Peace.
I promise to call for help and return as soon as I can. Please, do not give up hope.
That's what I think he's about to do. That's what I think he's about to do. When the more obvious solution would be go to the crew quarters, grab some foil, and just get the bracelet off. Alas. Just get going already. Just you, Kay.
Huh?
As Dio turned to look at me, I crouched. Then, calling on every last bit of strength my wearied body could supply, I launched myself towards him like a coiled spring. I slammed into his legs, knocking him to the floor and wrapping my hands around his ankle before he could get back up. Oh.
Hey! What are you doing, you bastard? The door's gonna close! Let go! Let go, goddammit! Let me go!
He lashed out with his free leg at my head, shoulders and arms, but I held on. I ignored the pain, tightening my grip with every blow.
Hey! What the hell is this shit? Why are you doing this? I kept my promise, didn't I?
Yeah, so did I. As far as I recall, it didn't say anything about letting you escape.
What? Shit! Stop screwing around, asshole! I have to get out of here. I'm not going to let my sacred mission get fucked up by some self-righteous idiot.
Dio began to pull himself along with his elbows, bit by bit edging closer to the exit. He was headed straight through the door, but the gate was already beginning to close. Ugh. Ugh. With only a few feet to spare before it shut, he crawled across the threshold and beyond the door. Okay, Dio was through.
Sigma!
This guy can do a lot considering he's massively dosed up with a sedative. Yeah, true.
Stop! That's enough! Please, you have to let go!
The door's going to shut on you if you don't let go.
Alright. See you later, Dio.
You're an idiot right up until the end, aren't you?
Protagonist shielding. A little bit, yeah.
Just hurry up and die, you senile old fuck!
Huh? Why is he calling us senile? We're like 20-something years old. No, I'm going to live. Oh! Oh, that was an awful noise.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game escape, please.
The announcer's voice grated at the inside of my skull. I felt tired, so very, very tired. I felt my eyes flutter closed, and then nothing. Yeah, it's a very horrible, squelchy noise. Ugh. Ugh. Give me the heebie-jeebies.
Sigma! Sigma!
Finally awake, huh?
Where am I? I rubbed my eyes and slid my legs off the bed to stand up. Well, to be honest, it was an examination table, not a bed. Which meant the infirmary.
I guess they carried you out here after you passed out.
Hi, Alice. Yes?
Well, I wasn't there to see it. I was out just like you, but I was in the AB room.
Why?
That bastard Kay. He punched me in the stomach. I can't believe him. He didn't want me voting, so...
Whoa. And after he knocked you out, he voted betray, which was BP up to 9.
Yes.
So where is he now?
On the other side of the number 9 door.
So if they walked onto the lift with less than 9 points, would it activate their bracelet? Yes, correct. If someone who didn't have 9 points tried to escape, they would get killed.
With Dio.
You told him to go, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Is your arm okay? I heard what happened. Cybernetic arms, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. I was starting to get a feeling something was up with you.
I looked down at my left hand. Or rather, I looked down at where my left hand should have been. Instead, there was a stub, wrapped in white gauze. I told myself I'd do anything to get the cure, even if it meant letting Dio betray me. I had a feeling I might come to miss my hand. Oh yeah. How's Quark?
I'm right here.
Sup, Quark? Man, I'm glad you're alright. Feeling better?
Yep. Thanks to you. You got the medicine from that jerk Dio, right? Luna gave it to me, and now I'm better. Thanks. You're the best, Mr. Sigma. You saved my life.
It seemed they'd shared stories while I was asleep. Everyone knew now how I'd made a deal with Theo and about the journal we'd found with the Latin in it. Clover and Phi seemed to have done most of the talking. He's got a funky hat.
It was completely the opposite of what we guessed. We're not infected. The rest of the world is. That means this place isn't a quarantine facility. It's more like a shelter.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. I thought the same thing you did, but then Sigma pointed out a couple of discrepancies.
Yeah. Phi and I have already gone over it, but I explained what I'd noticed. Number 1. If we were in the shelter for the uninfected people, why had Quark been infected? Any place designed to keep a virus like that out would have a lot of safeguards to keep anyone from getting anything from getting in. Had the virus really bypassed all those measures? It didn't seem likely. Number 2. The timing of our abductions and the pandemic's outbreak was strange. It would make sense if we'd been rescued after the disease had become widespread, but that wasn't what had happened. First, we'd been abducted. Then the pandemic had broken out. This game hits different post-COVID. Number 3, we didn't know why Zero put us in the Nonary game. If we were survivors he wanted to protect, then why try and kill us? If we were in a shelter, why wasn't it safe?
Well, what about this? Maybe someone anticipated the pandemic. I don't know who, probably Zero. Anyway, they grabbed us before the pandemic really started. Then they put us in the shelter. But then, after a while, he got bored, so he decided to have us play this game to kill time.
Who on Earth? Excuse me. Who on Earth would make people he rescued play a game where they could die just because he was bored?
Well, we don't actually know if there is poison in this bracelet.
What?
You're the only one who's gotten injected so far. And when you did, it was only Soparil.
What are you saying? That what I did at the number 9 door was all pointless?
No, that's not what I mean.
That can't be it. I'm sure there's tubocurarine in the bracelets. The Adam's analysis confirmed it.
But what if the Atom is lying?
If you're going to do that, then we don't have anything to base any speculations on. You could say that the newspaper article was fake, or that the Latin journal wasn't real.
Or the journal was real, but my translation was a lie.
You made it up?
No, my translation was accurate. I'm just making the point that once you start talking about this stuff being fabricated, it doesn't stop. I don't think Zero is doing this just to take the piss out of a lime.
What?
I was just trying to stress that I don't think Zero would do this to pass the time.
How do you make that mistake?
However, I do think Clover has half a point.
Meaning?
That someone did anticipate this pandemic. That part seems reasonable.
Well, if the virus was spread on purpose, then I could see how that might make sense.
Yeah. It's not like Noah put all the animals on his ark after the flood happened. He went around before the rain started falling to gather them all up, right?
Are you saying that we were rescued because we're all that's left of humanity?
We were brought here because someone knew there would be a pandemic that would turn us into an endangered species? Does that mean we're supposed to repopulate the planet?
Repopulate. Sigma. I'm not reading that out. Poor woman, an old man, and a kid. That meant I... God, I hate this. If the newspaper and the journal were right, then the world outside was crawling with a deadly virus. Why would we go expose ourselves to that? This would be the safest, happiest place on Earth. Sigma, you absolute... Of course...
Game's over. There's no point to any of this now.
Yeah, of course there's a harem ending.
No, that's not true. The game might be over, but we've still got a lot of unanswered questions. In fact, we've got even more questions.
So, are those answers going to open the number 9 door again? It's all over. Why we're stuck here doesn't mean shit. The 8 of us aren't leaving, ever. That's all that matters.
8.
You're including the old woman?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? What if the old lady is Zero Senior?
Yeah, you're right. We never even considered that.
But that would mean the person in charge of all this was murdered by somebody. That doesn't make sense.
Maybe she wasn't murdered.
Huh?
Are you saying she was infected with Radical 6?
And killed herself?
But we didn't find a knife or any other kind of weapon in the AV room.
Maybe she was killed somewhere else, and then someone carried her in there.
That's ridiculous.
Well, maybe we should go take a look at her one more time.
There's no way that could have possibly happened.
Maybe we missed something.
Alright. We looked down at the body and for the old woman. Vi was the first to move. Quietly and methodically, she began to examine the woman and her clothes. I just stood there. Even if she was dead, no, especially because she was dead, I just didn't feel right touching her. After a few silent minutes, Vi suddenly stopped. She pulled something out from one of the old woman's sleeves and held it out towards me. Card?
Looks like an ID card for this place.
Kurashiki.
Since it's got her picture on it, I'd say it's a safe bet the card is hers.
Oh, looks like her name is Kurashiki. Kurashiki. Ever heard of it before?
Nope. You?
No. Anything on the back? Pass. Jumpy doll. Let's write that down. P. P. Jumpy. Oh, can we put this into the director's computer? Maybe we can. U. A. U. R. A. Kurashiki. G. E. That's 9 and 9, yeah. That's 9 and 9. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Maybe we can. Maybe we can. That's very exciting. D. E. C. Let's finish this. There's something written here. It says Jumpy Doll.
Well, actually it says pass equals Jumpy doll. So I'm guessing Jumpy doll is a password of some sort.
The hell does that mean?
Beats me.
It's handwritten. She must have put it on here herself so she wouldn't forget it.
Yeah.
DPC, Director's Room PC. We were still looking over the card when I heard a commotion from the other part of the room.
Alice, what's wrong?
Alice!
Oh no!
What are you planning to do with that?
Oh god.
Damn it!
We ran to the other end of the room and skidded around the partition. I thought she was... There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. She didn't seem stable. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was an emotionless mask. She was not well. The look on her face was all too familiar. Quark. She looked just like Quark had been before he went insane. But that meant...
Goodbye.
Her hand moved, lifting the scalpel up high in the air and then driving it down towards her heart. Yeah. Oh, we didn't stop her. Whose ending was that? Quark. Oh, we've got so much more information to go. Oh, we still don't know how to stop Vi either. Oh, man. Oh, we've got so much more to go. All right, okay. Yeah. All right, okay. All right. We're gonna, I'm gonna put it here. No, not here. Here. Just because next time we won't have to go through the start of it again. Come on, get to a dialogue box, please.
There's no one here.
Right, we're going to save. Yeah, it is 5 to 10, so it's time to call it. So we're gonna swap across to. Oh. Hmm. So it looks like my stream ending is a little bugged. We're gonna have to. Okay. I'm gonna. Okay. I'm gonna find someone to raid, and I'm gonna. I'm gonna try and figure this out. Hang on. Apologies for the last minute scuff. Yeah. Okay. Who's online? Tomb is online. Tomb is online, and they're playing Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy. So, Tomb VT. We're gonna go hang out with Tomb. But thank you everyone for hanging out for this, and yeah, I've got some stuff to figure out. So yeah, see you all on the other side. Bye.